Good Sunday morning. Welcome into Weekend Recharge. I'm Maria LaRosa.
And I'm Alex Wilson. Paul Goodlow has the day off. Either that or he grew a lot of hair.
Yes,
I don't
and
think
blonde
it
now.
Yeah. Hey, this morning Winter Storm Jackson is on the move. Already a big snowmaker for parts of the West.
It is proving to be problematic as well. It's already dumping as much as 1.5 feet of snow in parts of the West, and it's bearing down on the Front Range and the High Plains this morning. Snow is concentrated along the I-25 corridor from Colorado Springs to Denver to Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Yeah, snow already spreading into the Central Plains as well. That could mean a blizzard for a 500-mile swath from Kansas to Iowa.
Ooh, all right, let's start things off with meteorologist Reynolds Wolf live in Denver. And Reynolds, the snow has been coming down. It's picturesque, and if you think ski resorts, not a bad thing, but it's tough to be around in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's a strange dichotomy, isn't it? I mean, people here in Denver, many of them happy to see the snowfall. The ski resorts couldn't be happier.
Absolutely. This is kind of what we picture as sort of that quintessential late winter, early spring system where you literally have everything on the table. There are some spots that are bone dry, not a drop of snow, not a flake of snow on the ground, and yes, under those blizzard warnings. But let's talk totals right now because it has been quite a snow producer. Cedar City, Utah, 12.5 inches of snowfall. Salt Lake City, 8.9 inches, which is by far the most snow you've seen at all this season. I think your biggest snow was just a couple of inches up until about Friday. But here you go, the water vapor imagery showing the powerhouse of that area of low pressure, that swirl right there, punching into the southern plains, and of course on the other side of it, cold enough for plenty of snow. We've seen that around where Denver is and our Reynolds Wolf is. Temperatures there into the 20s, but it is going to continue off to the northeast. So areas where maybe you're just starting to see some snow, everything is going to kick into high gear. The snowfall rate and the winds too. So through the day today, snow and windy west of Colby. We could be looking at whiteout conditions. So if you have to travel, you have to be prepared. Make sure you have that emergency kit in your car. Make sure you're prepared if you get stranded. It is that kind of situation. But certainly along Interstate 80, that is kind of one of the routes we're concerned about. All right, as Reynolds mentioned, maybe a few more inches to go in Denver. Those winds are kicking up 15 to 25 miles per hour. And of course, we have thunderstorm winds on the other side of this, Alex, that we'll have to be watching very closely today.
Yeah, I got the week. So there's no complaints really about a little bit below average. And 29 for Boston. Still not bad compared to where they've been.
In January, right? Yeah. We kind of have to remind ourselves of that. Meanwhile, it's all about the spring on the other side, too, where we've got 70s today in Jackson and New Orleans. Also tomorrow up pushing that 70-degree mark, 65 in Atlanta, 70 in Tallahassee. If you've taken the snowbird route to the south, finally kind of Florida, you're delivering it. You've got temperatures into the 60s. So look what happens Wednesday. Yes, we take a hit behind our storm system back into the 50s here in Atlanta and Jackson, Nashville into the upper 40s. But believe it or not, that is a bit of a reality check. It's closer to average. In fact, you look at Atlanta, the average high this time of year, 53. So yes, even with our temperature hit come midweek, we are still at or above average. In fact, we bounce back up by next weekend, once again pushing 60 degrees with the chance of some showers. New Orleans, too, we were just talking about some sub-freezing temperatures for you. And now we have temperatures that'll be climbing up into the low 70s. And you see the average high, again, into that low 60 area. Even with our temperature hit, it is not too bad. Mid-50s here as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. We watch our next system coming on by the end of the week, and we see those temperatures back up into the 60s. All right, Raleigh, what a week it has been for you. We're talking all of that snow, the ice, those temperatures that were just frigid. And here we are, mid-60s here as we get into Tuesday and the chance of showers and thunderstorms. We do take a hit temperature-wise. Again, that hit is a dose of reality. Right down to average, 51 degrees, but that brilliant sunshine, you know how it is. It will feel pretty good. 53 on Friday and 58 degrees with some clouds on Saturday. Similar story, Dallas. We do take a little bit of a hit, but at this point, we actually stay above. Apparently, no. It's you know, that's the thing. I always say it doesn't matter how confident you are in the snow. Snow is snow, ice is ice. We're all susceptible. So
I really dug that edit though with the music too. Like they should use it. It's almost like an action hero thing, like plows.
Right. They
Very
are.
dramatic.
Aren't they action heroes, though, really?
They are.
They try and get our life back to normal as quickly as possible. And you can help them by staying off the road, right?
They drive by and they're like, we got this, you go home.
Yeah, go home, be safe. And we're thinking of everyone hard at work because look at this on the water vapor. Does that look like that right upper hook kind of digging in right there?
Yeah, you've got that swirl there around parts of Utah and Denver. That is, of course, our area of low pressure responsible for Winter Storm Jackson, or what is the heartbeat of Winter Storm Jackson. We've got that snow now moving into parts of Kansas, Nebraska. These are some of the areas where we could be looking at blizzard conditions later today.
And they really have had a slow snow season so far, right? Okay, so we start with Denver. We've had a Reynolds Wolf there, some picturesque snowflakes, right? Big fat snowflakes adding up to a couple of inches. And you have a couple more hours for that accumulation to continue.
Yeah, we're going to be watching areas east of Denver to keep it going a little bit longer, but really into tomorrow morning. Most spots are much quieter. So your Monday morning commute, timing for Denver has really been key here.
That has been a good thing, right? And look, this is additional snowfall by the time tonight rolls around. Yes, maybe another 2 to 4 inches. Again, eastward, where we're still seeing the snow develop, you could be looking at maybe another 4 to 5 inches of snowfall.
Yeah, let's look at the bigger picture. We get you into parts of, again, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas. This is where later today, with the snow and the wind, blizzard conditions possible. That's right. Blizzard. And we're not talking about the DQ. You can make that happen. You can do a double blizzard.
Oh, we could talk about that.
Yeah.
Those are delicious. But how about on the other side, too? You see the lightning flashes. We're talking showers and thunderstorms on the other side of it. But it's a relatively narrow band, Alex, right? But where it's going to be going, it's going strong.
Yeah, winter weather expert Tom Nizzle had been closely watching Minneapolis because of that narrow band. Looks like as we get through the day Monday, they will be in that moderate snow to heavy snow zone. So we're going to be watching them for the Monday commute times, morning and afternoon.
That's right. Both commutes really in play. But there you go. By Tuesday morning and afternoon, it's wrapping up here, but not before maybe as much as 12 to 18 inches of snow. Again, in areas that really have been sort of the snow drought so far this season.
Right. And how often have we talked about Marquette? Not too much. Could be looking at up to a foot of snow there. Minneapolis tonight through Monday night is your timing. 5 to 8 inches with head round.
We all want to know, how hot will Tom Brady's hand be?
Right. Or just how awesome is it going to be? Is Minnesota going to be able to pull off something quite like what they did last week? Now, obviously, everybody in Philly goes, well, not in our house. Hopefully not.
Right.
But hey, let's start with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
I've got a Jags fan in my house. Like, there are real people.
It's like a unicorn.
No, right?
That's awesome.
It is. You don't meet many people who are like, I love the Jacksonville Jaguars outside of Jacksonville, of course. But they're excited. We'll see if they can take down the Patriots.
Well, when they're fighting the Patriots, I think you'd have a lot more Jaguars.
Everybody.
It is what it is. We're not slamming.
No, it's like the Red Sox or the Yankees.
Right,
you have
to
you're there
kind of root against them.
Yeah, you just root for whoever's playing now. Eagles, honestly, probably kind of the same. I think every Cowboys fan is like, let's do this, Vikings. We're with you. We've got clouds through this game with temperatures dropping from about 50 to the mid-40s, so going to be very comfortable at the link.
Again, January, mid to late January, Philadelphia and Boston, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
For tailgating weather, it's 40s near 50 degrees.
Yeah, you get the cheesesteak grill going, and you're downright balmy.
Boom.
What is your food offering to a football tailgate party?
The pressure.
I know.
Well, it's my husband. He makes amazing wings and the wing
He does.
sauce.
That is true.
So,
and I buy whatever Publix has. That looks good.
I'm a great unwrapper.
I am
can do
fabulous at peeling off the price tag, taking the lid off, and going, I've worked very hard on this. Got to do what you got to do. Everybody likes it. Hey, we're going to take you back to Denver with Reynolds.